It's currently 8:36 p.m. Most recently, my mom made these sunny side up eggs for me and reheated these leftover prepared frozen peas and carrots with the carrots cut up into little cubes. My shift at Wegmans today was from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. And my mom both drove me to the Wegmans I work at from her place. We left around 2:30 p.m. And my mom also picked me up from the Wegmans I work at and drove me back to her place. After a very brief grocery shopping trip in which I got 6 aluminum cans of Celsius energy drink. I initially thought of getting a big thing of V8 branded vegetable juice like my dad likes to get nowadays, due to me earlier this year suggesting to get vegetable juice. I recall suggesting back then to get V8 as for a significantly longer period of time, there's always been small aluminum cans of V8 branded vegetable juice at my mom's place due to my mom. Though I couldn't find any big bottles of V8 branded vegetable juice, at the juice aisle of the Wegmans I work at, I didn't see many employees at the time since it was around 8 p.m. And tonight I'm hoping to go to bed by 10:30 p.m. and to be asleep by 11 p.m. at the latest. So I decided that I would get a big bottle of V8 branded vegetable juice tomorrow, essentially. And I instead decided to get those 6 aluminum cans of Celsius energy drink of assorted fruit flavors. Intentionally getting one of each of the first 6 flavors I saw. And at checkout, I opted for a paper bag for them. As of 8:56 p.m., yesterday's My Dinner video project file finished uploading to my YouTube channel around 5 hours and 45 minutes ago. And the August 7 My Dinner video project file finished uploading to my YouTube channel around 13 and a half hours ago. So today I've gone from being 4 My Dinner videos behind to now just being 3 behind. I'll just have to edit and convert this My Dinner video project and the one for August 4 on my phone through the UCut video editor app, and I'll just have to edit and render the August 3 My Dinner video project on my laptop through Camtasia 2019, and hopefully that'll be the last time I'll ever have to edit, render, and then upload to my YouTube channel a My Dinner video project on my laptop. Around 11:15 in the morning, I had with my first and only cup of plain coffee today some scrambled eggs with some diced green peppers, both prepared by my mom. I recall roughly from 10 in the morning to 11 in the morning, I sipped at an aluminum can of True Energy in my room upstairs at my mom's place. I recall first naturally waking up around 3:15 in the morning, falling back asleep within a few minutes, and then waking up naturally again around 6:15 in the morning, and getting up within a few minutes to start uploading the August 7 My Dinner video project file to my YouTube channel on my phone through the YouTube mobile app. I edited yesterday's My Dinner video project on my phone through the UCut video editor app roughly from 12:15 p.m. to around 2 p.m. I had the UCut video editor app render that video project file into a 1080p quality UCut video project file. During the last half hour or so before me and my mom left so I could be driven to the Wegmans I work at. And I recall starting the upload of that UCut video project file to my YouTube channel shortly before my shift today began. I recall I was in the front passenger seat of my mom's car at the time. Since my shift today ended at 8 p.m., I closed the produce department, this time with a male employee that I'm pretty familiar with at this point. For closing, all I had to do was get from the section of the employees only warehouse for those who work in the produce department, a sort of rectangular, taller than any other dimension somewhat, plastic bin with some dark gray meshy tarps, a total of 5 of 2 varying lengths to cover up most of the varieties of potato products within the hard items section so that they wouldn't green due to oxygen exposure overnight. I said most of the potato products because sweet potatoes are not a concern for being greened from oxygen exposure overnight. The male coworker that closed with me today did everything else. Involved with the process for closing the produce department, such as moving some products of the produce department from the front sections and front displays of the produce department to the bulk wall of the produce department. On the right side, from the perspective of standing in front of the banana section, which is at the back of the produce department, and looking towards the front of the produce department. I took my first and only 15-minute break around 7:30 p.m., during which I had one mozzarella cheese stick, in the break room. I would have had a mild cheddar cheese stick instead, but those weren't available. At the communal refrigerated display case at the time, shortly before that, I restocked for the bulk wall one cardboard box of heads of iceberg lettuce. During the middle of my shift, I restocked the carrots and celery section of the produce department. From the carrot runner, which I got from the cooler area of the section of the employees only warehouse, for those who work in the produce department. And I call it the carrot runner as in the black plastic rectangular collapsible crates. I've only ever seen varieties of bagged carrot products. I've never seen any varieties of celery products. I spent about an hour or so restocking the carrots and celery section of the produce department, emptying some of the black plastic rectangular collapsible crates on that carrot runner in the process. Then later on, I restocked the banana section of the produce department for the first and only time today, but I completely double stacked it at one point, reloading the banana runner with 3 stacks of 4 full banana boxes from the section of the employees only warehouse for those who work in the produce department. I completely double stacked the banana section because the male coworker who closed with me tonight requested that I do so that the banana section of the produce department wouldn't have to be restocked again. During the rest of our shifts. And presumably by whoever would have an early shift, during the first 2.5 hours or so of my shift, I primarily restocked the hard items section of the produce department, which is right in front of the banana section and predominantly consists of varieties of onion products and potato products. But even after that point, throughout my whole shift today, I would occasionally restock for the hard items section of the produce department. Throughout my shift, I would occasionally make a bit of conversation with the male coworker who closed with me today, and he would occasionally help me help a passing customer that got my attention looking for a specific product within the produce department. At one point around the middle of my shift or so, a male customer asked if we had any more cooking bananas, as at the time the tropical section of the produce department had a few bunches of completely green bananas. So I went in the back and looked at the 2 pallets of full banana boxes to look for 2 full banana boxes with the greenest bunches I could find, as that was all I could really think to do at the time, as I had never heard of Wegmans having cooking bananas. And when I got the attention of the male coworker who closed with me today, he told me and then told that male customer that we don't have cooking bananas, but supposedly these bananas stay green. They don't ripen. At another point, a passing female customer got my attention to ask if we had a produce department product consisting of various vegetables in plastic bag packaging, typical for the convenience wall on the left side of the produce department, with some seasoning. At the time, I was thinking of the bagged stew vegetables product from the convenience wall. But when I suggested that, the female customer told me that wasn't it. So I got the attention of the male coworker who closed with me today, and it seemed to me he was able to help that customer find what she was looking for, though I'm not 100% sure on that. At another point, an older male customer was looking for 8-pound bags of navel oranges, so I looked for those in the back, but I couldn't find any 8-pound bags of navel oranges there. And when I got the attention of the male coworker who closed with me today, he confirmed that we didn't have any 8-pound bags of navel oranges, and we didn't have any 8-pound bags of oranges either. The most we had at the time were 4-pound bags, and those were already out on the floor within the citrus section of the produce department. Another male customer was looking for 8-pound bags of oranges,